Hello and welcome to this presentation on the sustainable management of tropical rainforests. So why the rainforests have to be managed sustainably? There's two reasons. To ensure that rainforests remain a lasting resource for future generations, and also to allow valuable rainforest resources such as timber or fruits and nuts that fall from the trees to be used without harming the environment. And it is usually large companies, wealthy landowners and illegal loggers who whose drive for profit result in unsustainable practice. Local forest tribes, for example, are usually quite sustainable with how much they take from the forest. So selective logging and replanting is one way of sustainably managing tropical rainforests. So it's where only certain trees are allowed to be cut down, and this is decided generally by the state in that country, and then there is a plan to regrow the trees in the same area soon after, so that it's sustainable. You're not losing any trees. And an example is Malaysia's selective planning system. So Malaysia's selective planning system has 7 steps to it, which include the pre-felling study 2 years before, then the trees are marked 1 year before, and then they're felled by specific license holders. And then there's a survey to check what's been felled, and if it's found that trees were felled which weren't marked, then the holders will be stripped of their license, and depending on how severe it is, maybe like there'll be a fine put on them. So then there's a treatment plan drawn up to restore forest plant replacement trees, which is done soon after. And then after 30 or 40 years, the cycle can start again. So you're sustainably getting the resources from the trees without depleting the forest of the trees. Another tactic is conservation and education. So rainforests can be preserved in conservation areas, such as national parks. And then they can be used for education, scientific research and tourism. So therefore the people around there are still getting uses from the forest without having to chop it down. So large international businesses have supported conservation programs in exchange for the ability to carry out scientific research in those areas. So for example, Givaudan, a Swiss perfume company, protects 148,000 hectares of rainforest in Venezuela, and the local people there are encouraged to harvest and market tonka beans, and then the company built a warehouse there to store the tonka beans, because if you store them for a while, it improves their quality and increases their value. So this is a good example of a large company working with the local people to build a plan which is successful for everyone. You also have ecotourism, so countries such as Belize, Costa Rica and Malaysia have promoted ecotourism. So it's to introduce people to the natural world, and it provides tertiary sector jobs which are very good for the people, as they're usually quite well paid. And also there are a lot of people who want to find out about tropical rainforests, as they're very interesting. So it should be sustainable and last for a long time, rather than if you're just chopping down trees. Once the trees are gone, you can't make any more profit. So it's a lot more sustainable economically and environmentally. You also have international agreements, since everyone now knows that they store a lot of carbon dioxide, and therefore they reduce global warming. So therefore all the countries work together to try and protect rainforests to delay global warming. So for example, in 2008, the Gola Forest in Sierra Leone became a protected national park, as it acts as a carbon sink, absorbing carbon dioxide from the air, which prevents global warming from happening at such a fast pace. So the Forestry Stewardship Council is an international organisation that promotes sustainable forestry, and they help to, for example, they helped to get the Gola Forest its national park status. And recent policies have reduced debt for some countries in return for them agreeing to reduce the amount of deforestation occurring in the country, as lots of the countries where there's rainforests are, for example, LICs or NEEs. So therefore they might have quite a bit of debt to some HICs. So the HICs have agreed to lessen the debt in return for the rainforests being kept as they are, which is a beneficial policy for both countries. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.